an Aboriginal artist, and I guess my approach is in the area, what I spoke about today is in the area of public art, and I work with hidden histories, and sometimes those histories can be very confronting because of the nature of, let's say, colonial violence in this country, and also the manipulation of that violence into other forms like giving opium to Aboriginal people and addicting them as a free labour force. And there was a piece of legislation in Queensland called the Aboriginal Protection and Restriction of the Sale of Opium Act 1897. And so it's working with histories that are not very well known in this country and putting them in the public space is the best way I could answer that. Usually I don't personally get much feedback, but I have heard over the years, because the work was installed in 2004, Witnessing to Silence, about 94 massacre sites in Queensland, is that people are interested in this history, they want to know more, and there's a yearning to really come to terms with what happened here historically. Well, I think the profession of landscape architecture could take a lot, because there are different types of conversations that could be had in this country that are not happening today. And so what we talk about, and the Academy is talking about Indigenous knowledges, and I think that Indigenous knowledge is important, and that can be embedded in some of these landscape projects. I think you're going about it in a really innovative way, expanding the field by inviting people from different disciplines to be a part of this conversation. So my area is the visual arts, and I don't come from a profession as landscape architect. So I just think you create interesting ways of challenging your profession through having different types of conversations, and you bring in different professionals from different areas that are related to your area, like the visual arts. So I think you're creating a stimulating environment to think about things differently. Yes, the young man Ezra from Western Australia, talking about the history of Perth and Rottnest Island and the huge challenge that he has in a dedicated memorial site on Rottnest Island for those over 300 Aboriginal bodies that are buried there on that island when it was a penal colony. I think that's an exciting project to watch and see how it comes about. And I'd like to keep an eye on that project from the East Coast, even though it's happening on the West Coast. I think that's really challenging, because he has to bring a lot of different groups together to make this monument to those Aboriginal people, those Aboriginal men and boys that are buried there on Rottnest Island. That is an amazing project. Happy, exciting and stimulating.